From the Denver Broncos Media Center, welcome to Broncos Country Tonight with Ryan Edwards and Benjamin Allbright.
Welcome to Broncos Country Tonight. First practice of OTAs is in the books. Benjamin is back. Hi, Ben.
How's it going?
Good. You look a little shorter. Hey, listen, wanted to get to OTA.
Terrible. I don't know what happened in my absence, but somebody lowered the chairs around.
No, it wasn't a thing that we intentionally did.
I get it. You did.
Yeah.
You set it up like this.
Yep.
And I'm sitting in a clown chair.
What was your first impression of the Broncos OTAs practice today?
I think it was good to see the guys get back out there. Dudes are having fun. You saw Tim and Cortland running through some hand-eye coordination stuff and kind of laugh at each other when they made some missteps. I thought it was a different energy to practice with Coach Hackett out there. It being funny, being jovial. Talking about things getting weird in the red zone or whatever. That was great. Pretty funny. It was a funny moment. I think they're a little rusty. Russ specifically was throwing behind receivers most of the practice that we observed. Obviously, I mean, it's early in OTAs, who cares? But at the same time, I think there were probably some media people that went out there looking for something specific and maybe didn't see that today. Interesting.
Yeah, and I got to be honest, what I saw was a relatively crisp practice, actually. I saw the receivers not drop a single pass during the entirety of practice. I saw guys contributing at first, second, and third team level on the offense. And of course, we saw a lot of the offensive line stuff. We can get to that here in a little bit. But I actually was pretty impressed with practice. I agree there were a couple of passes that were a little errant. And I think that's just a little bit of the timing that you expect over the course of the offseason.
Yeah, it'll take you a while to get used to, where people are at, what they're doing, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, they'll get in a rhythm. They'll be fine. But it was noticeable today. There were receivers reaching back,
but they were catching it. I mean,
they were catching them.
Yeah.
But they were reaching back for balls that were behind them. And that was good. Also, you could see Russ's athleticism on display. At the pass rush got through, you could see him juking guys. He still got the moves back there. So the idea that he's gotten old or whatever, I would say that's not exactly accurate.
That specific play was a red zone play, and Quinn Miners, who actually got beat a few times by Draymond Jones over the course of the practice. He playing right guard there. Draymond Jones was having a heck of a practice, but that specific play I remember because Draymond Jones sort of just came across his face. It was in the backfield. Mm-hmm. But again, Russ's escapability, that's something that's going to be very valuable to the Broncos over the course of this upcoming season. No, and I think that where they're at right now, I think you hit it right on the head. The energy is really, really good. Mm-hmm. And the music's going out there, and guys just seem to be the competition. You notice offense, defense, both jawing back and forth at different points, which was pretty cool. And then when Draymond beat Quinn Miners on that play, he walked past him doing a little bit of a dance, a little shuffle on his way past him. And I'm like, you know what? There you go. That's good. Defense, offense, you guys got to fight every day.
Yeah, try to have as much fun as you can. I mean, it's in shorts. You're not in pads or any of that kind of stuff. So you want to try to have as much fun as you can. I think there were a couple of noticeable absences out there. Obviously, Jerry Jeudy was in the hoodie and not playing today. Melvin and K-Jack not there. But I think overall it looked pretty good out there. I thought it was interesting that Caden Stearns obviously was sidelined, and so PJ Locke was kind of getting the start opposite Justin. I kind of tried to take note of those kind of things. I thought Trey Quinn caught a few balls out there that I think most people have kind of written him off since they drafted a returner as well. But Trey Quinn may have a spot on this roster too. So.
Yeah, and obviously you saw situations where the tight ends, Dulcich getting out there with those shorts that you love so much, and then Albert Okwuegbunam, and even Andrew Beck. We know that he's going to have a bit of a role in some of those the passes into the flat. So, it was cool to see them all out there. Like I said, I thought it was crisp practice. I like that they did a little bit of the mirroring where they had the ones going on one end to the red zone, and then you had the twos going in the other end. Not a lot of wasted snaps out there, which was cool.
Yeah, no, that's good. And you want to try to squeeze as many reps in as possible. And I think Nathaniel Hackett's going to be cognizant of that too. I think Vic Fangio maybe was just kind of like, well, we'll do what we can at the time allotted. And I think Nathaniel Hackett wants to dictate practice in terms of we need to get these reps in. I want to get this stuff done. So that looked good. It looked like guys were having fun out there. And that's something that's been missing for a while.
On the offensive line, a guy that was a little bit noticeable for me, and again, not everybody's playing out there in team yet. Graham Glasgow, an example, not really getting your reps there. But Ben Braden was out there with the ones for a bit, and that was something just to kind of keep an eye on. He was an off-season addition in free agency from the Packers. But again, you didn't have Billy Turner out there. Calvin Anderson wasn't practicing. So, I mean, you understand a little bit of like, okay, well, what it looks like today is not necessarily the case. But Lloyd Cushenberry, firmly starting center, that was not being challenged, at least early on here in OTAs. And then nice little rotation there. Natani Moody getting in there right guard, getting some time. So I think that certainly gives us a little bit of a tip into, he wasn't always the starter. It was actually Quinn up there first, but it was interesting to note as far as the offensive line goes, where maybe some of these competitions might be leaning early on.
Yeah, I think you've got tape on most guys, and you want to get, that started obviously last year. And I think some of these guys that weren't starting, Moody, some of those guys, I think you want to get a few extra reps, kind of get some eyeballs on and kind of see what you got there. So I think it's good. Obviously what we saw out there today isn't what the finished product's going to look like, but a good start, I think. And like I said, a palpable energy.
Definitely. All right. For Benjamin Allbright, I'm Ryan Edwards. Thanks for watching Broncos Country Tonight.